Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and this is our GCSE English predictions video for 2024. Now these are our final predictions as the exam is around the corner, and in fact, depending when you're watching it, this is taking place in the next few days, and I wanted to provide you with my predictions. Now before we get started, don't forget to press the subscribe button, like and share with your friends, as it does help our channel grow. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. So starting off with Macbeth, the first question we have is, how does Shakespeare present the theme of kingship? Now, to those of you, hang on, let me highlight it in blue. To those of you who did watch my video last year, we did predict the theme of kingship coming up for Macbeth last year. However, it did not come up. So there's that possibility that it may come up this year. And to those of you who I teach personally, you would know we've actually covered this question in class during our online classes. We've written model answers, grade 9 answers. You guys have memorized these paragraphs, and if this does come up, then you'd be really excited and happy, because you'll achieve a great mark. If you are interested in joining our online classes, our online tuition for maths, English and science, do contact us via email, which is easyeducationlondon@gmail.com. So you may be wondering, why should I join? We have the best of the best teachers preparing and helping and guiding you through your academic journey. We go through model answers, we go through past papers, predicted papers, we provide cheat sheets, revision guides, and much more. So if you are interested, do join today, as our spaces are extremely limited. Now, in terms of the theme of kingship, where should I be looking? Okay, that's a question that you may be asking. So you need to be looking at specifically Act 4, Scene 3, where Malcolm and Macduff discuss Macbeth's tyrannical reign in Scotland. The second question, or the second possible prediction, is, how does Shakespeare present Macbeth as a tragic hero? Okay, so how many times have we done a question like this before? So that's something that may arise in your exam. Where should you be looking? You should be looking at Act 5, Scene 5, where Macbeth learns about the death of Lady Macbeth and that Birnam Wood has begun to move. And the third question is, how does Shakespeare present the theme of guilt? Okay, so you may have remember, it could be on a character or a theme. So the theme of guilt may arise in your paper in 2024. You may ask, where do I look? So you need to revise and go over Act 2, Scene 2. And this is where Macbeth returns to Lady Macbeth after killing Duncan, and they discuss his horror and feelings of guilt. So that is our predictions for Macbeth. I hope this gives you an edge and it allows you to prepare well for your exam taking place on Monday. Now, it's important that you don't just solely rely on these questions, and you importantly go over all the key characters, all the key quotes, etc. Moving on to A Christmas Carol. How does Dickens present the importance of kindness in society? Okay, that's a really easy, straightforward question. Where should you be looking? Specifically, stage 5. Remember, towards the end of Christmas Carol, Scrooge is full of joy and praises a young boy as he sends him to buy a prize turkey for the Cratchits family. The second question, how does Dickens present the importance of guilt / regret in helping Scrooge change his ways? And where should you be looking? You should be specifically looking at stage 4. And this is where the ghost of Christmas yet to come reveals Scrooge's grave to him. And the last prediction we have is, how does Dickens present the importance of family? Okay, wow, how many times have we covered this question? Okay, can you imagine if you get a question like this in the exam? You all would be celebrating. Where should you be looking at? You should be looking at stage 4, okay, where the Cratchits family grieved the loss of Tiny Tim. So these are some potential predicted questions that may come up in your exams on Monday. Now moving on to paper 2, so an inspector calls. So this exam you'd be doing the following Monday. So I believe that would be on the 20th of May. So for an inspector calls, we have, how does Priestley present the inspector as a powerful character / force for good? Okay, again, to be honest, it hasn't come up before, and this is an area that they may decide to test you on. And remember, the exam board, ideally, they want to cover different areas, throughout the years. They don't want to repeat the same question over and over again. Okay, otherwise, students would find it easy, then everyone would achieve the highest grades. The second one: how does Priestley present Mrs. Burling as a selfish character? Okay, it's an easy question. So imagine getting a question like this. That would definitely help. If you have covered Mrs. Burling. So this is why I say, learn your quotes. Look at the key character analysis. Have a go at writing past paper questions on these as well. And obviously, it's important you are going through your notes and using your mind maps and flashcards. And to those of you who I teach, you'd know we've covered all these questions in our online classes. So regardless of the question, you all have had enough preparation, because we did start these predictions back in January 2024. So you've had 3, 4, 5 months to prepare for this, and hopefully you should be able to achieve grade 8s and grade 9s. Now the last question is, how does Priestley present Eva Smith as a character who represents the struggles of the working class? Okay, so I get a feeling, something like this is that I would say, in terms of possibility, I think it's quite high. You could get a question like this, because if you go through it, you don't really see much on Eva Smith. Okay, so that's something that may arise in your exam. And last but not least is our power and conflict section. So that's paper 2 of your English literature, taking place next Monday. And again, personally, my favorite to teach is poetry. So these are our 3 predictions. We've got exposure. Okay. Whoops, sorry. First poem we have is exposure. The second one we have is checking out me history. And the third one we have is poppies. So the first one is compare how the power of nature suffering is presented in exposure and one other poem. Second one, compare how the power or importance of identity is presented in checking out me history and one other poem. And the third one is compare how the impact of conflict is presented in poppies and one other poem. So these are our predictions. It's important you go over all 15 prior to your exam, learning the key quotes and knowing which poem to compare to which one. And also for Unseen Poetry, I've gone over the acronym, the cheat sheet as well, I've released already last week. So do check over our YouTube channel, as this video will really help you, because some of you do struggle with Unseen Poetry. So I've done a video on that and how to maximize your marks. So that is it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share with your family and friends. Thank you very much for your continued support. I do highly appreciate it. Do follow us on all social media channels at Easy Education London on Instagram and TikTok. So do give us a follow. And yes, we have plenty more exciting videos on the way. Best of luck to you all sitting your exams this Monday and also the following Monday. And best of luck to everyone else with the studies, regardless of when you're watching it. If you did watch until the end, please comment in the comment section below, writing road to 10k, and I would appreciate that, so I know who has actually stayed until the end. So that is it for today's video. Remember, your time management is key, so you need to work on this at home. Unfortunately, that's something your teachers can't really help you with, but it's something that you can work on at home. So thank you very much, and I shall see you very soon for another English video. Thank you. Subscribe, please subscribe, like and share for more.